You're lying in bed. It's 2 a.m. The room is dark, except for the blue glow of your phone burning into your retina. You refresh the app. One more click, and there it is. Your portfolio hits 5 figures, maybe even 6. Your heart does a little backflip. You did it! You're finally an investor. You imagine the freedom, the early retirement, the life where money isn't a screaming match in your head every month. But then, the notification pings, a tax alert. Or maybe it's just the quiet realization that your rent went up again. Or the friend texting about a crypto coin that's going to the moon. Suddenly, that number doesn't feel like a finish line. It feels like a target. Because here's the catch nobody tells you when you're grinding in your 20s. Hitting the number feels like a win, but the rules change immediately, and most people lose it all before they hit 40. You think you've secured the bag, but you've actually just unlocked a new level of difficulty where the enemies are smarter, disguised as opportunities, and funded by your own ego. This is the trap. You think the hard part is getting the money. It's not. The hard part is keeping it while the world tries to convince you to spend it, trade it, or gamble it away. We see the stats all the time. The average investor underperforms the market by huge margins. Why? Because we're human. We buy high when we feel rich, and we sell low when we feel scared. In your 20s, you have time, but you have zero patience. You see influencers driving Lambos and think their stock tip is the key. You don't see the 7 mistakes quietly draining your account. You think you're broken because you can't stick to the plan. You're not. That's almost everyone right now. The system is tuned so most people never wander too far from the break-even line. It's not a bug, it's a feature. The financial industry doesn't make money when you buy and hold for 30 years. They make money when you panic, when you trade, and when you chase the next shiny object. You are navigating a minefield blindfolded, and the map they gave you was drawn by the people who planted the mines. My name is Ted Yellow. I'm obsessed with how money actually works, not how Instagram says it works. We're here to pull back the curtain on the financial industry without the guru hype. Quick disclaimer, this is education and entertainment only, not financial advice. I'm not an advisor. Consult a pro before making big moves. Now, let's talk about why your 20s are a minefield. Let's break this down. Phase 1 is the grind. You're working, saving, skipping the avocado toast maybe. You get to the number. Phase 2 is where the body count piles up. This is the emotional and external shift. Suddenly, you have play money. The banks smell it. Your app interface changes to highlight hot opportunities. The psychological trap is simple. Scarcity feels justified after hard work. You tell yourself, I saved this, I deserve to gamble a bit. That's mistake number 1, treating capital like winnings. Then comes the fees. Expense ratios, transaction fees, advisor cuts. They seem small, like pennies, but pennies are just dollars waiting to grow up. The system incentives are aligned against you. Banks want stable people to become active traders because active traders generate fees. They don't want you to be boring. Boring is free. Boring is dangerous to their bottom line. So they sell you excitement wrapped in financial products. Mistake number 2 is timing the market. You think you can dodge the crashes. You can't. Mistake number 3 is stock picking. You think you know something the hedge funds don't. You don't. Mistake number 4 is ignoring inflation. You see a big number and feel rich, but purchasing power is leaking like air from a slow tire. Mistake number 5 is lifestyle inflation. You got a raise, so you bought a car. Now the car owns you. Mistake number 6 is no emergency fund. You have to sell your investments when life happens, locking in losses. And mistake number 7, thinking you have time to fix it later. You do, but it costs way more. Let's look at the math, because numbers don't lie even when people do. If you miss the 10 best days of the market over a 20-year period, your returns get cut in half. Half, just because you tried to time the entry. Then there's compound growth. A 2% fee doesn't sound like much, but over 30 years, that 2% can eat up to 30% of your total potential wealth. That's not a fee. That's a second mortgage you paid voluntarily. Vanguard reports consistently show that investor behavior gaps cost people billions annually. We sabotage ourselves by trying to be smarter than the market. The boring, safe index fund wins long term, but it doesn't give you a dopamine hit on a Tuesday afternoon. You're paying for the privilege of feeling smart, and the bill comes due in your 40s. Let's talk about John and Josh. Both hit 50K in their 20s. John feels invincible. He hears about a tech stock doubling. He moves 40% of his portfolio there. It dips 10%. He panics. He sells. He buys another hot tip. He listens to a podcast about day trading. By 40, John has 60K. He's tired. He's angry. He thinks the market is rigged. He made every mistake in the book because he thought the rules were about speed. Now look at Josh. Josh hits 50K. He sets a floor. He automates contributions. He ignores the news. He makes zero exciting moves. He buys the whole market and waits. He doesn't check the app unless he's adding money. By 40, Josh has 400K. He's not rich, but he has options. He can change jobs. He can sleep. The difference wasn't income. It was the mistakes John made that Josh avoided. John chased returns. Josh chased stability. Stats show consistency beats intensity every single time. John thought investing was a hobby. Josh knew it was a utility bill you pay to your future self. So, here is the playbook to avoid the regret. 1. Set a floor. Never touch the core principle. 2. Build a growth layer, but keep it boring. 3. Be suspicious of anyone selling you urgency. 4. Automate everything so your brain can't interfere. 5. Ignore the noise. Turn off the notifications. 6. Understand fees. Read the prospectus. 7. Wait. Let time do the heavy lifting. The mindset shift is this. Money isn't for showing off. It's for options. It's for freedom. The real catch is protect your first 100K like it's the floor, not the finish line. Don't let your 20s mistakes mortgage your 40s. Stay boring, stay stable, and I'll see you in the next one.